Hello, everyone. Welcome to the room. Uh, if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Magoon, and this is the Healing Room Tarot. Here is where you will receive instructions, divine appointments from Spirit, from God, however you call the higher source for yourself, right? And today I wanted to focus on a little more in depth. I want to see what is awakening or has awakened for the collective. And I do want to say that next week I will be start to do my snake skin shedding readings. I've done them for 2 years now, a little over a year. And that is something that we are getting rid of, or what is happening in our newness, right? So this isn't it's similar but not quite. But I do want to understand what has been awakened in us to see what we're getting ready to go through, like go for, right? As I'm saying this, I'm smiling because I'm seeing somebody ride like a motorcycle. It's like new start, new chapter, hearing the wind, Thelma and Louise type of energy. That is one of my favorite movies as a kid. So, without further ado, we can go ahead. Oh, and also, this is your first time, please like, share, and subscribe so you can see a lot more videos. You can also find me on Instagram. This is the only Instagram pertaining to this um, method, and that's here, healing underscore room underscore tarot. Now, sometimes I do use my personal account. Well, for now, until I get my other account where it needs to be follower wise. So, social media and social media rules. But now that you have that information, we're going to continue on with the reading because we did have one card to actually flip over. That is the world card. So that definitely signifies that there's something new that's happened, right? Um, the world card is the end of one chapter, the beginning of the next, right? And so, whatever has been awakened in us, that means it was the end of something else. So, definitely, I'm glad to see what that is. The Empress. So, for a lot of people, the Empress inside of you has awakened, which is significant because, as you can see here, the Empress carries a lot with her. She means a lot of things to a lot of different people. Um, I'm focusing in on her belly. So even in this state, you're in the Empress energy, but you are also carrying something else. It's giving me very much like the good news. If you come from a Christian background, such as myself, you will understand what the good news means. It's like you have a message in your belly, and it's going to be something that the world can uh, benefit from. There we go. I was trying to say contribute, and I was like, that's not it. But it's what you can benefit from this message that's in your belly. Interestingly enough, it's a message, a word for the world, as the world card was your first card. It's giving me prophetic words. everything that you went through was preparing you for your next. Okay, so now I'm looking at the lady's feet in the world card because she's barefoot, which means that you're been doing a lot of grounding lately, a lot of connecting is what I'm saying. You're getting messages from the spiritual realm. Okay, this card wants to fall out. Wow. King of Pentacles is here. Strategies on how to make the coin, how to make the money, relaxed, in a state of new beginnings and in a state of wealth. Security is the word I'm hearing. So a lot of you are securing some things financially where you can live comfortably, where you can be comfortable in your setting is what I'm really getting, because the King of Pentacles, he's like in a library, right? That's where you find the most comfort. For those of you who like to read, such as myself, I find comfort in the library. It's comfortable, it's quiet. There's really no expectations except for you to be quiet, right? But you can get a lot of done reading, writing, research in the library. Two of Pentacles is here. Just fell out as well. So you have the King of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles is that I'm hearing money, making money moves, um, physical and spiritual, right? But I'm not getting that, like with the number two, is usually like decisions that you have to make. But what I'm getting is that for this reading, it's decisions that you have to make physically, and then there's decisions that you have to make spiritually, to find that spiritual, earthly balance. It's like you don't want to spend too much time in one realm or the other. That's basically what I'm getting. It's like just as much time as you spend in the physical, you have to spend the same amount of time in the spiritual to kind of get the divine instructions that you need. This is all coming to me like as I'm speaking. Um yeah, because spirit is going to help you with the wealth part. But it's some things that you have to understand spiritually, for it to manifest itself on the physical. And I know it seems like homework, but it's the work that you have to do particularly. I'm also talking to myself as I'm giving this reading. It's a few things that happened over the weekend, and this is like confirmation for me. Tower card is here. But what I'm getting it out of that is to disrupt your norms. So even in this new state of being, you're gonna start noticing that you're doing some different things. Yeah, with this balance here from spirit, you're gonna start to see it's not so much as a disruption, Um, as in, oh, I can't do this anymore. That no, it's almost like it's a disruption in your daily routine. It's gonna break up the monotony. It's gonna break up the things that you thought was towering over you. And you're gonna start to realize that you are the giant. Yeah. Towards us is here. It's some things that you that's yeah, death card is here. I was about to say it's some things that you believe is happening, but you have to see it different because this is an illusion. This is her in real time, and this is what she's believing. That's what's going through the tower moment is you starting to realize, just like I stated earlier, where you believe something is towering over you, you're going to now see that no, you are towering over it. And this is confirming you have to see with the new eyes. This it's a lot of synchronicities here because you have the close of one chapter, beginning of the new, which means you're going to start to see new things. You are inherently a new person. It's going to have new visions and is going to see things. It's preparing you for this relaxed state. Um, and so, or I would say comfortable state. Let me put it that way. Because when you're comfortable, you're able to relax. What I'm getting is that that's not how things have been for you, like recently. Even could be like right now. What you are doing is you're feeling anxious, just came to me. You're feeling anxious, you're feeling overexerted on some things. And when you find that perfect balance between reality and spiritual, you're going to start to see how those things doesn't matter anymore. You're going to see how with this transformation, the things that you thought was towering over it, you are towering over it. It's going to disrupt how you perceive yourself, how you believe others perceive you. It's the taking off of the mask. It's the downplaying of your skill sets. It's the self talk that you have with yourself, but the downward self talk, like you beat yourself up. It's a change of that because now you're going to start to see how precious you are, um, and how rare it is for you, because I'm that's what I'm really getting is just such a transformation. It's the you don't see your beauty or know and understand your beauty until it happens. It's the ugly duckling thinking that it will always be ugly for it to become a beautiful swan, right? It's your uniqueness coming through to show you what some people have seen and what others refuse to see, but you will start to see the beauty of it all. That's what I'm getting. The ugly duckling was never an ugly duck because how can you be an ugly duck if you're not a duck at all, right? Go figure. We have the Queen of Swords here. But what I'm getting is that I'm getting this as a no to stop doing this. It's the overprotection. You see how she has her happiness locked up there? It's what I'm getting is that this is overprotecting. You're overthinking things. You're trying to strategize something that, what's the word I want to say? You're trying to figure things out, and it's nothing for you to figure. Uh, it's nothing for you to figure. It's not a puzzle piece. It's the instructions. When you follow these instructions, then you'll get the next piece of the puzzle. Then you get the next clue. It's that type of deal. So it's a spirit is saying, like, don't try to figure this out. Just surrender. Surrender to the cause. Surrender to um, what's needed for you. You know how when you were a little kid and your parents or your grandparents made you some soup, right? And they, "Yeah, I don't want this soup. It's disgusting. But you need it, sweetie, because this is medicine for your body." That's the type of feel that I'm getting. It's like you have to do these because it's better. It's best if you do these things. It's better for you if and when you do these things. Yep, judgment call. In order to be free, you have to surrender. You have to stop. You have to relinquish the control. See, in your, did I call this the Two of Swords? This is the Eight of Swords. Definitely want to clarify that. This is the Eight of Swords, and this Eight of Swords is having you to over. Hold on. There we go. So this Eight of Swords is making the Queen of Swords have self doubt and try to control because she's seeing illusions. And Spirit is like, no, the judgment call is for you to be free at this time. And in order to be free, you have to find that perfect balance. Okay, Spirit, give me. I am going to pull an angel card out. I feel like it's needed for a few of you to see what type of healings to do. But I am definitely hearing to get grounded a little bit more. Oh, go play in some dirt, right? Um, if you plant, you have soil that you can stick your feet in. I'll take that one. Yeah, no more out of that. So I'm gonna go ahead on with the angel cards. This is my first deck, so I have a special place in my heart for this deck. All right. All right, Spirit, what do you want the collective to know as it pertains to this newness? How do we adjust? This one. Emeralds. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time for important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So celebrate this newness. Because, like I said, like it's you closed out some chapters, and you in your the person that you are is somebody that you haven't known. This is the person that is in the back of your head that's now coming to the forefront, and it's gonna look good. So definitely be a celebration of your changes. Even with the tower moments, like I said, it's nothing against you. It's just like these aha moments. Um, don't get so high minded though that you have to be. What is it? It goes with the saying, pride comes before the fall. So don't be so prideful that you fall on your face. And if you're wondering, I feel for the cards. This is why I have my eyes closed. Moonstone, heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Um, remember, I said a lot of you all have tapped into that Empress energy. Her power is that intuition. So follow your intuition, follow your guts. Um, I was given a personal message, so that's why I'm also kind of like looking down because I'm just like, wow. It's very rare that I get a reading out of my own readings. Um, Meaning, like if I'm not looking for anything and then it comes out, so it's like, wow, I need to put that in my notes. But you are starting something new. You have a new path here. Woo! It's like the phases. If you really look at it, it's like the different phases of the moon. You have the full moon, you have the quarter moon, and then you have the new moon here. This newness, this that's how I'm looking at it. But I'm also looking at it. It's like these are, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that's seeing them, but it was like a power jolt between these two cards right here of completing cycles, managing cycles, finding that balance. It's the balance because even her, I've always pictured her as in floating in the air. Um, so it's that balance, that perfect, delicate balance that nobody else can experience but you. And I'm still getting this freedom, balance, and freedom. You are not this Eight of Swords. You are this judgment. The judgment has already been called for you to be free during this time period, for your mind to be awakened. All of the above. So, collective, please. This is not even a time. And I don't care what it looks like in this 3D realm. The homework is to connect with spirit and connect. It's something that you are supposed to do in the physical. Spirit's going to allow you to understand what that is. And not only are they going to allow you to understand what that is, you have to actually do it, right? um, I'm hearing fasting. So for some, you're you're either going to do the traditional fasting or the non-traditional fasting, I should say. But this fasting is to help you find that balance between the spiritual realm and this physical realm. I'm telling you all, when you start to meditate, when you start to do the breathing exercises, you do go through like this physicality of experiences. That's the best way for me to explain it. And it does heighten up your spiritual senses. Like it's already been studied. Um how when you meditate, your physical form, just because just not just because but just it becomes something different. It becomes something different. And if you've tapped in before, you will understand that feeling. You'll understand it's one of those things where it's hard to describe because it is either you have the gift or you don't. It's that type of thing. It's you understand certain movements in the spiritual realm, whereas others may not. And it's because you've been in it, you've been through it. And so, like with your story, it's more than just that, right? It's divine instructions for you to teach other people because you've already been there. You've already been in that space. And because you've been in that space, say people considered you to be a weakling, right? And you share them this story, and now they look at you differently. They look at you as, oh, this is the warrior. Like, we don't need to touch him. We don't need to touch her. This is somebody that could demolish us if they wanted to. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Like I said, you're gonna start to see I'm seeing some of the cards flash back in front of my eyes. You're gonna start to see a lot more things than you have previously. Yeah. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Welcome to your newness. Welcome to the you were born to be. So people start to say, "Hey, you something different about you." Take it as the compliment that it is, because that it truly is. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've done the work, and now the real work starts here. Now the real work starts now. I feel like I'm in a graduation ceremony, and um I'm the guest speaker to help motivate you. But again, if you've seen the snake skin shedding readings before, please tune in. Like I said, I'm gonna start those next week, and I'm gonna do each sign. I'm not gonna group them up together, which is why I'm starting next week because I want it to be far enough in advance for fall, but right before the winter time. And that it's because of this new chapter. And it's some messages that I feel like a lot of people need during this time as well. So please come join me. Also join me later on to, well, it'll be 10, 11 Central Standard Time. But if you're on the East Coast and you watch, please join us for Cards and Conversations. You will not want to miss. I'm telling you, like they're becoming so amazing. They're becoming so amazing, and I'm loving the audience and loving the feedback. So yeah, come see us. Tune in. Have a good evening.